I'm here in sunny San Diego for ASH 2018. I'm very, very excited to be here. And what I'm going to tell you about today are the results of our Beat AML subprotocol S3. That's a mouthful, so let me tell you a little bit about it. So Beat AML is a precision medicine trial where the goal of the trial is to get patients on to the best precision medicine that we can get them onto. That is, we screen them for specific genetic alterations, genetic mutations. If they have a specific genetic mutation where we can match their mutation to a drug that is available, we match them like lock and key, we put them on a clinical trial with that potent therapeutic, and we aim to improve the patient's outcome. So the Beat AML subprotocol S3 is as follows. It's for patients with IDH2 mutations. Now, in AML, IDH2 mutations are found in about 15 to 20% of patients. And what these mutations do is they cause the production of an oncometabolite called 2-HG. And when you get these rising levels of 2-HG in the bone marrow, you get a block in myeloid differentiation, and that is what acute myeloid leukemia is. So if you can give a potent drug like an IDH2 inhibitor, like enasidenib, really the only IDH2 inhibitor out there, that can lower the levels of intracellular beta-hydroxyglutarate, or 2-HG, allow the marrow to mature and get rid of the acute myeloid leukemia. So this is what we did. We took 28 patients who were enrolled on this study. One patient decided not to continue and never got a dose of study drug. So there were 27 patients in total who got at least one dose of the drug enasidenib. And the results really are quite remarkable, because when you give patients this single oral pill, which really has minimal toxicity, what happened was that 44.4% of the patients went into a complete remission. It's really quite unbelievable. If you think about how many of those patients were true complete remissions, it ends up that 7 of those patients were true complete remissions, 9 of those patients were complete remissions with partial hematologic recovery. So what that really means for our patients is that these are patients who, without getting any chemotherapy, were able to do quite well and were able to achieve a remission. I want to make one comment, though, about the most important side effect, which is what's called a differentiation syndrome. This was seen in about 21% of the patients who were on the study, and what a differentiation syndrome is as these cells are starting to mature, what happens is that they release cytokines which can cause peripheral edema, pulmonary edema, and can actually be quite serious. So if you see anything that looks like peripheral edema or pulmonary edema, doctors need to give these patients dexamethasone 10 milligrams twice a day, so a good dose of steroids. That will shut down this differentiation syndrome, but it's important that these patients get monitored very often. It's easy to think, well, now we have a pill for these patients, I'll give them their prescription, they'll see me in 30 days. The drug, because of this differentiation syndrome issue, it is important that the patients come back to see the doctor, at least at the beginning, very, very frequently. So just to sum up, exciting drug, differentiation syndrome seen in 21.4% of patients, but an overall response rate with complete remission and CRI of 44.4%. We think this may represent a real leap in the treatment of IDH2 mutant acute myeloid leukemia. Thank you for your time.